Welcome to another edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show presented by Florida's Space Coast. Remember, you can head to visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. Welcome to the inaugural GSC Digital Network Update Show of 2015. I'm Jim Cavall, and we have so much to cover when it comes to GSC men's and women's hoops as we set the stage for the road to March Madness in the Gulf South Conference, leading to Birmingham, Alabama, at the Hanna Center on the beautiful campus of Samford University for the 2015 Men's and Women's Basketball Championships for the Gulf South Conference. Let's start with the women. Check out what's going on in the GSC women's hoops realm as West Florida continues to win. 8-1 now for the Argos is the record, while Union remains just behind them at 7-2. The two are on a collision course for a Valentine's Day showdown. UWF travels to Jackson, Tennessee, and it should be a good one as Union sank 12 tray bombs in a 79-60 win over Alabama Huntsville last week, while Mississippi College erased an 11-point deficit, including a 22-4 run down the stretch and a 61-54 comeback win versus Shorter. A big early week matchup between Union and North Alabama is set for Monday of this coming week. The Bulldogs are currently in second at 7-2, while UNA is in third at 5-3, both on a two-game winning streak. Delta State and MC will renew a storied rivalry as an in-state Tennessee rivalry of foes is set to square off on Saturday. Streaking and scoring is going on for West Florida as they collected another 2 wins last week and now hold this 8-1 conference record I referred to earlier in the show. The Argos defeated Christian Brothers 64-53 on Monday and capped the week with a season-best 51.9 field goal percentage, including just under 43% from beyond the arc, and a performance versus West Alabama. And then UWF won that matchup 71-64. Talking about Union, Amy Falami continued her torrid scoring pace this season as she dropped a career high of 35 points in a 71-56 win over Valdosta State last week, as a senior now has reached the 30-plus point plateau 4 times in her career. She's now scored 88 points over 3 games to start the new year. The Fab Four is going strong so far this season as Lee is powered by its 4 leading scorers, all freshmen. Leading scorer Emily Swafford is averaging 15.5 points per game, followed by Aaron Walsh at 15 points per game. Shelby Brown at 9.6 and Carrie Cheeks at 7.7 round out the Fab Four. So the Flames are currently 8-4, including 5-4 in the GSC, which spots them 4th place they hold with Delta State. On the men's side, Alabama Huntsville defeated Union last week to claim a spot in a 4-way tie for first in the conference, an honor it shares with Union, Shorter, and Delta State. 2 of the 4 teams tied for first in the conference will square off in an early week battle when Shorter travels to Delta State on Monday. The Hawks are averaging 88.3 points per game, while the Statesmen are sporting a scoring defense of 73. 2 Tennessee schools will battle on Thursday when Christian Brothers will be in Jackson, Tennessee to take on Union. The stingy Bucks defense is only allowing 66.2 points per game, which is good for second in the league, behind UAH at 66.5 points per game. On the other side, Union is outscoring opponents by more than 8 points per game at 8.9 points per game for a margin. Pretty amazing for them. Christian Brothers edged North Alabama on Saturday by a slim margin of 62-61. The game marked the second consecutive meeting to have been decided by a single point. The Bucks fell to UNA on February 22nd of last season, 90-91. The 2 squads will next meet when UNA travels to CBU on February 21st. Nothing shorter about it. For the second time this season, Shorter Hawks passed the century mark as SU defeated West Georgia on Monday, 109-92. Back on November 17th, Shorter defeated Clark Atlanta 103-87. Hawks are averaging 88.3 points per game, which is good for second in the GSC, behind West Georgia's 88.7 points per game. We'll be back next time with more on what's going on in the standings, who's atop the standings, and what things are shaping up to look like for the GSC Men's and Women's Basketball Championships in Birmingham, Alabama, just near the GSC headquarters at the Hanna Center. We'll also be bringing you Players of the Week and much more in the next edition of GSC Digital Network's update shows. For everybody at the Gulf South Conference, I'm Jim Cavell, and thanks for tuning in. A reminder that this week's edition of GSC's Digital Network update show is provided by Florida's Space Coast. You can find them on the web at visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. We'd like to thank our friends at Florida's Space Coast for presenting each week's update on the GSC Digital Network. And until next time, I'm Jim Cavell, and this has been your GSC Digital Network Update.